And there we are. Welcome. Welcome to class. Take some time to set yourself up, grab all your things, some blocks, some blankets, pillow if you'd like, strap if you like, water bottle, whatever you feel that you will need for the next hour and 15. We've got a fun little flow today. We'll start with some sun salutations and then have a fun creative flow, and then close out with our restorative practice. And today we'll start in child's pose. Take your time to make your way there when you're ready. And if you prefer to take a different pose to start today, you're more than welcome to. I just offer this one as a gentle stretch to begin class. So the hips, they head towards the heels as the shins are on the mat. You can let your torso fold over the legs. Maybe to start here, you bring your block underneath your forehead. In case the forehead doesn't quite reach the mat, the arms can reach forward, palms softly grazing your mat. Or they may reach back behind you to soften the shoulders down away from the ears, allowing the palms to face up towards the sky. You've got a few options with the knees as well. The knees can be parallel or come together. Or they might extend out in opposite directions, allowing the belly to pour between the thighs for an added groin stretch. With the knees together, you might feel this a bit more in the lower back and the spine. With the knees apart, you might feel it a bit more in the legs, the glutes, the fronts of the thighs. Once you've found your shape, I invite you to scan from the toes up to the crown of the head and check in with how you're doing, how you're feeling today. Maybe with each inhale, you move up from the toes to the ankles, the calves, up through the knees, the backs of the thighs, continuing up through the hips or the lower back, the glutes, sides of the torso, the heart, the chest, shoulders, continuing up the arms, the armpits, the eyes of the elbows, the wrists, the fingers, the neck, the forehead, crown of the head. Take your time. Keep checking in with how you're feeling today. Holding that loving awareness. Sending love in each part of the body there. Checking in without judgment, attachment to a certain state of being, and accepting it all for what it is. I invite you to take a big breath in through the nose when you're ready. Fill up your belly and the chest. Exhale, let it go softly out through the mouth. The second time, inhale. Feel the back body expand, the shoulder blades separate across the back. Exhale it out. Soften the hips, the fingers, the forehead. The third time, inhale. Hold your breath at the top. And on this exhale, breathe it back through the nose, breathing down through the body, giving your exhale back into the body. And start to reach the fingers forward as your breath comes back to its natural rhythm, its natural cadence. Reach the fingers forward and tent up on the fingertips. Stretch into the arms, into the sides of the torso. Maybe the forehead lifts up as you gaze forward. Walk the hands over towards the right side. Ground through that left hip. Breathe into the side of the body, the left side. Keep both hips heavy, especially that left one as you reach the fingers up and over. And switch sides. Walk the hands over towards the left side. Stack that right hand on top of the left and sink the hips back. Nice long side body stretch. Breathe into the obliques, into the side of the torso, the armpit, the arm. And then on your exhale, crawl the fingers back towards middle. Start to walk the fingers forward and let the hips come a little bit higher. Keep the chest low. Come into your puppy pose. You might need to adjust the feet so that they're parallel. And get the hips as high as you can, stacked on top of the knees. And the heart pours towards the earth. Maybe the forehead comes down, maybe the chin comes down. You might widen the arms, extended in either direction to soften the shoulders away from the ears. If your forehead's on the mat, maybe you rock the head side to side, gently massaging the forehead. Another breath. Let it go. Bring your hands back to parallel. The forearms come down. And then slowly snake forward into your Sphinx pose. Lift the heart, lower the hips. Untuck the back toe, or untuck the toes. Lift up from the crown of the head and out, up towards the sky. Forehead down on your exhale. Walk the hands a foot back behind you. Lift the elbows up towards the sky. Come into your cobra pose. Squeeze the glutes, lift the heart. Press down through the tops of the feet. Exhale, lower down. Couple like that. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Chin comes up last. Exhale, articulate the spine down. Inhale, lift the head. Last. Exhale. Walk the hands out, extended further than your mat. Elbows up, tent up on the fingertips. Inhale, lift the heart. Get a little bit higher. And then twist and look over your right shoulder. Lower the left shoulder. Inhale, back up. Exhale, other side. Look behind your left shoulder. Lower the right. Move through that a couple times. 2 more times on each side. Warming up the shoulders here. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale. Forehead down. Extend your arms in opposite directions, like airplane wings. Look over towards the left side, so right cheek on the mat, and bring your left hand to right in front of your gaze and start to roll over onto your right side. Working into the shoulders once again. You might tent up on the left fingertips. You might step that left foot back behind you and keep rolling over the shoulder. Breathe into the front body, the chest. And only go so far as feels comfortable. No need to push. Slowly switch sides on your exhale, lower down onto the belly. Forehead down, lengthen the left arm. Bring the right hand closer to you and then roll onto the left side. You can keep your legs together, stacked one on top of each other, or you can bend that top leg and step it back behind you. One more breath. And on your exhale, move back onto your belly. Take your time. And push up and back to child's pose. One breath here, inhale. And exhale it out. Slowly hinge up into your tabletop, a couple rounds of cat-cows. Articulate your spine as you'd like. You can take your traditional cat-cows, maybe take circles with the hips if you prefer. Or if there's something else that warms up the spine that's calling to you today, know that you can do that. Continue to scan what's feeling like what today and how. Can you stay in the body? Can you stay in the moment here? And again, trying to remove yourself from judgment. Oh, I'm so tight. Oh, this hurts. This is bad. I used to be so much more flexible or something. I wish. And see if you can just really honor your body and where you are today. Maybe, yes, you're a bit tight for some reason or another. That's okay. Maybe you've lost some strength. And that's okay too. When you're ready with that, when you're done through your cat-cows, tuck your toes under and lift your hips high for downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs, bend the knees, keeping the feet about hips width distance, really keeping the knees bent to start here. And aiming to get the hips a little bit higher with each inhale. The thighs, the chest closer to the thighs with each exhale. Longer in the arms with each inhale. Heavier in the heels with each exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. Come onto the balls of the feet. Bring the heels really high. Round the spine, tuck the chin, and start to hinge forward into your plank pose. With the legs straight, the chin comes up last. You find your plank, long, straight spine. Maybe adjust your stance. And then bend the knees, hover the knees up from the mat. Articulate the spine into your cow pose. Look up, push back into down dog. So we're making waves with the spine. Inhale onto the heels, round the spine, tuck the chin, hinge forward, plank pose. It's like cat-cow, but from plank to down dog. Exhale, hover the knees, look up, U-shape with the spine, push back, down dog. 2 more like that. Your inhale brings you forward. Exhale pushes you back. Once you're back in your down dog, gaze forward and walk your feet, meet your hands. Forward fold, however you get there. Bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. Take a moment to just let gravity do the work here. Be soft in the knees, soft in the ankles. Let the torso dangle down. And then let go. Inhale to a half lift, flat back. Hands on the shins or thighs. Exhale to fold down. Bend the knees, round the spine. Chin comes up last as you stand tall. Let the hands be heavy, and then sweep them up overhead. Look at your fingers up towards the sky. Get long. Exhale, hands to heart center. By the sides, palms face forward. Spread the toes wide across the mat. Shoulders draw down the back. Soften in the face. Close the eyes if you'd like. A breath where you are. If you close your eyes, you can open them. Sweep the arms up on your inhale. Bend the knees, lead with the heart as you fold forward. Find a half lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step both feet back into your plank pose. Maybe the knees come down onto the mat. Maybe the knees stay lifted. Push away from the earth, shoulders stacked on top of wrists. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Elbows stay close to the sides. Everything touches the earth at the same time. Untuck the toes, lift the heart on your inhale, cobra. Exhale, push back, child's pose, or straight to down dog. A breath wherever you land in. Inhale. And exhale. If you're in child's pose, meet us in down dog. And let's move through that a couple times. Gaze forward. Walk to the top of your mat. Maybe 2 big steps, maybe a couple more. Forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Slow down, exhale. Forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Hands down, step back, plank pose. Inhale to push away from the mat. Exhale to lower all the way down, or maybe halfway down this time. Inhale, straighten the arms for upward facing dog, or stick with your cobra. Exhale, push back. Child's pose or down dog. One more time. First, take a breath in. And then take a breath out. Gaze forward. Walk, maybe hop to get to the top of your mat. Inhale, straight to half lift. Exhale to fold. Rise up, mountain. Slow down, forward fold. Half lift. Hands down, step or hop back, and flow through on your own, maybe lowering all the way down, maybe halfway. Maybe not even flowing at all. Maybe pushing straight back to downward facing dog or child's pose. Fill up your lungs on your inhale. And then let it go, exhale. Gaze forward, walk, hop, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Fold over the legs. Rise, mountain. Hands to heart center and by the sides. Heel toe the feet together. Toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Inhale. Fold over the legs, exhale. Inhale to half lift. We move into Sunbeam. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga, or push straight back to down dog. Straight inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Plant the back heel, rise up, warrior one. Inhale. One breath, one movement. Exhale, hands down. Step the foot back, flow through, or don't. Downward dog. Left leg, inhale. Reach it high. Step it between both hands. Rise, warrior one. Inhale. Hands down, exhale. Flow through. Down dog. 3 breaths. Maybe you take child's pose. Nice. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Gaze forward. Walk or hop to get to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to forward. Bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale. Let's do one more round. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down, hop or step back, chaturanga, or push straight back to down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Step it between both feet, warrior one. Rise. Flow down when you're ready, moving at a pace that suits your breath. Knowing that you can move a bit faster, a bit slower. Left leg. Step it forward when you're ready and rise into warrior one. Lower down. Once you've done right side and left side, 3 breaths in down dog. final breath. Let it go. Gaze forward. Walk or hop. Get yourself to the top of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Stay here. Heel toe the feet together if they're not together. Toes touch. Heels slightly apart. If you prefer, you can bring the feet about hips width distance. That might feel nice and a bit more stable for some of us. Reach the arms forward, dip the hips a little bit lower. Hands clasped behind the back. Palms pressed together if you can. Lift the heart. Get a little bit lower in the legs. A little bit more bent in the knees. Press the weight into the heels. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Straighten the legs. Keep the clasp. Fold over the legs. The knees can stay bent. And maybe heel toe the feet out just slightly enough to feel a bit more secure and stable in the legs. If you'd like. If you're good, stay where you are. Tuck the chin so the back of the neck is long. Breathe into the shoulders. One more breath where you are. And let go of the clasp. Hands angle down. Find a half lift. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Long straight spine. Exhale, hands down, step back. Chaturanga, or push straight back to down dog. Nice. Inhale. Fill up your lungs. And exhale, let it go. Beautiful. All right, down dog if you're not there already. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Flex the foot so the toes point down towards the earth. Squeeze the inner thighs together and lengthen through the heels so the calf and the hamstring are really stretching long towards the back of the room. Keep reaching out through that heel. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Hinge forward. Move slowly to get there. Shoulders stacked on top of wrists. Maybe you kiss your knee. Tuck your chin, round the spine. C shape in the back. Inhale, lengthen it back long. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Open the knee out wide. Hinge forward. The crown of the head can stay lengthening forward. Collarbones spread wide across your chest. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, find that twist. Knee to left elbow. Maybe you can touch it. Maybe it's not quite there. Stay one more moment. Inhale, sweep it back. Three-leg dog. Exhale, step the foot between both hands. Ground down through the back heel. Take your time to rise into your warrior one. Soften the shoulders down the back. Land here. Maybe you walk that right foot out a little bit so the feet are parallel to each other on train tracks. Reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands clasped behind your back. Puff open the chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge forward. Find your humble warrior. Tuck the chin, round the spine. Stay bent in that front knee. The right shoulder reaches towards your right thigh. Another breath where you are. And let it go. Slowly rise up back to your warrior one. Let go of the clasp. Inhale. Open up, warrior two, exhale. Arms reach in opposite directions, gaze over those right fingers, bend deep into the front knee. Inhale. Bend a little bit deeper, exhale. Ground into the outside edge of that back foot, lift into the arch of the foot, the arch of the front foot as well. Find that lift extending through the inner thighs into your core center. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up overhead, pivot the right toes to a little bit over towards the left side. Bend the left knee, come into your side lunge, hands to heart center. Keep that front leg straight. And stay bent only halfway down, just for a moment. And then bring the hands down. Bend all the way, the back heel lifts up. Right toes lift up as well. Left hand over towards the left side. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Open the heart. Up towards the sky. Breathe into the side body. One more breath. Bring both hands down. Lift the hips slightly. Pivot towards the back of your mat. Plant the right palm. Lift the left fingers up towards the sky for a twist. Heel toe the left foot out a little bit so that the feet have space and the hips can face forward. Twist into the torso. Look up to your fingers if that feels okay. Squeeze the glutes together. Scissor the legs. Left leg reaches back in space. Or left hip, right hip forward. One more breath where you are. Inhale. And then roll onto the outside edge of the back foot. Heel toe the left foot to the middle of your mat. Lower the hips. Modified side plank. Inhale. Push the hips high. Sweep the left fingers forward towards the back of the room. Exhale. Lower the hips. Press into the left heel. Lift the hips high. Banana shape with the spine, with the torso. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push the hips high. And stay here, or step the left foot to meet the right for plank pose. Option to bring the right shin down onto the mat for a modified plank, side plank. Option to keep both legs straight. You can bring the left foot on top in front of the right. And you have the option of lifting the left toes. Another option to step back into your wild thing. One more breath. And then bring both hands down at the back of the mat, three-leg dog. Inhale. Take a moment to stay here, exhale. Reach the left toes back, inhale. Knee to right elbow, exhale. Straighten that left leg, come into fallen triangle, roll to the inside of your right foot, sweep the right arm up. Fallen triangle. Inhale, sweep the right arm forward. Breathe into the side body. One more breath. And bring both hands down, back to three-leg dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, step the foot between both hands. Shorten your stance about half, fold over the front leg, pyramid. You can tent up on the fingertips, use blocks on both hands, and fold over that left leg. All 10 toes face the back of the mat. Find a half lift on your inhale. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. Draw that left hip back in space, right hip forward. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, half lift. Draw that left hip back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, third time, half lift. Exhale, draw the hip back and fold. Step that right foot back a little bit. Point the right toes over towards the right side. Plant the left palm. Sweep the right arm high for triangle pose. Maybe you lift up a little bit and bring the back of the left hand to the inside of the shin. Lift that right hip high so the left hip has space to push forward towards the side of the room. Lengthen through the crown of the head, long straight spine. So you're not dumping down into that left hip. A little bit of length and space in the hip flexor and the side of the left torso, the left side of the torso. And on your inhale, slowly rise up. Pivot towards the long edge of your mat. Sweep the arms high, star pose. Fold over the legs, wide leg forward, fold, take your time. Adjust your stance and bring the hands wherever you'd like. Maybe on the mat, maybe around each ankle. Maybe you find clasp behind your back or at the back of your head if you'd like to bring a bit more weight to the torso. One more breath where you are. And side out. Pivot towards the front of your mat. Plant both palms. Sweep the right leg high. Inhale. Maybe take a 3-leg chaturanga. Maybe don't. Maybe take no chaturanga. Maybe just make your way to downward facing dog. Three breaths wherever you would like to be. Down dog, child's pose. If you like to take a seat, sitting onto your shins, palms on your thighs. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Third time on your own. And I invite you to side out, let something go. Make your way to your downward dog. If you're not already there. And when you're ready, sweep that left leg high, flex the foot, toes point down. Notice if that left hip is opening out towards the side. Heel reaching towards the back of the room. Find a bit more length in the leg. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, hinge forward as slowly as you can. Round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach it back, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Open the hip out. Stay here if you can. Inhale, reach it back. 3-leg dog. Find length in the spine. Open the heart. Exhale, twist over left knee to right elbow. Collarbones stay proud and strong and open. Inhale, reach it back, 3-leg dog. Step forward. Exhale, plant the back heel. Rise up to your warrior 1. Take your time to get there. And then arrive. Let the shoulders soften down the back. Right toes point over towards the right side. Left toes point straight forward. Soften in the face, the jaw, the shoulders, wherever you notice you're holding tension. And on your inhale, reach the fingers up towards the sky, look up. Exhale, hands clasped behind your back. Palms pressed together, lift the heart. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Fold over the leg, humble warrior. Tuck the chin. See if you can find that C shape once more. The core. Keep that front knee bent. Left shoulder reaching towards the left thigh. Another breath. When you're ready, slowly rise up, warrior one. Let go of the clasp, reach the arms up. Open out, warrior two. Adjust your stance. Bend deep into the front knee. Gaze forward over those left fingers. Widen your stance if needed. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Straighten the front leg, sweep the arms up. Pivot those left toes over towards the long edge of your mat. Bend the left knee, hands to heart center. Side lunge. Straight left leg, bent right knee, and you're only lowering halfway down. Really getting into the hip flexor, the groin here on the right side. One more breath where you are. Find length in the torso. And then bring both hands down and come all the way down. Lift the left toes, plant the right fingertips, left arm up towards the sky, open the heart. Up towards the sky. Breathe length into the chest, front body. One more breath. And then bring both hands down, pivot towards the back of your mat. Find your easy twist. Back heel is lifted, plant the left hand, right arm up towards the sky. The back knee might stay lifted. You might bring it down if you would like. Draw the right hip back in space, left hip forward. One more breath. And exhale. Now heel toe the right foot out to the middle of your mat. Roll onto the outside edge of the back foot. Lower the hips. It's a modified side plank. Reach the right fingers back behind you. Inhale, push the hips high. Sweep the fingers up and over towards the back of the room. Press into that heel, the left heel. Nope, right heel. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, push the hips high. Find that crescent moon shape with the whole body. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, push the hips high, sweep the fingers forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push the hips high, stay here, or maybe step the right foot to meet the left for plank. You have lots of options. You can bring the left knee down. You can lift the right toes. You can find your wild thing, step the foot back, and open the heart. One more breath where you are. Inhale. Exhale. Hand down, three-leg dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Straighten the leg and roll onto the inside of the back foot. Lift the left fingers up towards the sky. And pivot the hips and heart up towards the sky as well. One more breath where you are. Inhale. Left hand down, three-leg dog. Sweep it back. Take your time to get there. Step the foot forward between both hands. Shorten your stance and take your pyramid. Straighten both legs and begin to fold over that right leg. All 10 toes face the back of the mat. You might use blocks underneath both hands. You might not. I invite you to take a half lift on your next inhale. Find length in the torso. Draw the right hip back. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, lengthen the torso, half lift. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, find length. Draw that right hip back. Exhale, fold. This time on your inhale, plant the right hand to the inside of the right leg. Pivot the left toes over towards the side. Lift the left fingers, triangle pose. Maybe lift up a little bit higher until the right hand is to the inside of the right shin. Nice. Squeeze the glutes. And lean back ever so slightly. One more breath where you are. Exhale. Slowly use your inhale to lift you up. Pivot over towards the long edge of the mat. Star pose. Inhale. Fold over the legs. Exhale. Wide leg forward. Fold. Bring the weight into the toes to get the hips a little bit higher. Breathe into the back body. That's lengthening. The calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, the spine. Take another inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, pivot to the front of your mat. Plant the palms, sweep the left leg high, three-leg dog. Inhale, and take your flow as you'd like. Maybe it's a three-leg flow. Maybe it's a no flow. And push yourself back to child's pose. Hips towards the heels. Forehead heavy on the mat. One more breath where you are. And sigh it out if you would like. Slowly make your way up to downward facing dog. Hips high. Gaze forward. And hop, step. Make your way to your seat. Lift the shins. Actually, no. Bring the feet down. Bring the forearms down. And lift the toes up towards the sky. We're going to do some leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower the left leg. Inhale up. Exhale, lower both legs. You can keep the knees bent here. You notice your low back with pain or discomfort. Inhale, back up. Exhale, tap the toes down, the right toes. Inhale, back up. Exhale, tap the left toes down or heel. Inhale to back up. Exhale, lower both legs. For me, I need to keep both knees bent when I lower both legs. Depends on you. Lower right leg. Lower left leg. Last time, lower both legs. You got this. Reach the toes back up. Bring the spine on the mat. Lift the fingers up towards the sky. And tap your toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big full body stretch. Lengthen the legs long. And bring the knees to your chest. Give yourself a big old hug. And And we'll take some final bicycle crunches. Hands clasped behind your head. Lengthen the left leg long. Tap your left elbow to right knee. And switch sides. Tap right elbow to left knee. And switch sides. And switch sides. And keep going like this. Just a few more times. Go a little bit slower if you can. Nice, you got this. Let's do 4 more. Last set. And bring it all down. Give yourself a big ol' hug. You did it. Yeah. Maybe sway the knees side to side. Open the hips out. Or sorry, the knees out. Rock yourself up and down a couple times. And find your balance here in your boat pose. Just hover, reach the fingers forward. Just a moment, you got this. And then cross the legs, hands down, step the feet back, take a flow. Push back, down dog. And let's transition into a restorative part of class by sweeping the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hips. Maybe take a couple circles if you'd like. Or you can head straight to your half pigeon if you're ready. Bring the right shin to the front of your mat. Lower the hips. Maybe bring a pillow underneath the right hip. Take a moment to find a long straight spine. And fold over the legs. See if you can bring something stable to your forehead, your third eye. If it's not, the mat can be a block. Or a couple fists stacked one on top of each other. And let the heart slow down. Let the breath do the same. Another breath where you are. Let it go. Maybe hum it out. Vibrational breath. It soothes us. When you're ready, you can lift the heart. Make your way to your other side on your own way. You might roll onto the right hip, swing the other leg forward. You might push back up to downward facing dog. Take your time. And move in your own way. Knowing that there's no right or wrong. There's no need to do the exact same thing on one side versus the other. And take your time to find half pigeon on the second side and notice the difference. Notice what feels different without attaching any labels of good versus bad, of positive or negative, just what it is.
Your eyes on me collide. Adore you, I do, no lie. I'm yours and you're mine for life. You make me feel like heaven is a real place. I'll bet on this 'cause I know it's the real thing. You make me feel like heaven ain't so far away. 'Cause with you I know I got the real thing. Got the real thing. I got the real thing. Got the real thing. Got the real thing. With you I know I got the real. La, 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 la. Real thing. You make me feel like heaven is a real place. I bet I'm not 'cause I know it's the
One more
real
breath
thing.
where you are.
You make me feel like heaven ain't so far away.
Exhale to let it go. Slowly begin to rise up. And this time, roll on your left hip. Bend the right knee. And swing both legs out in front of you. Soles of the feet together. Knees out wide for butterfly pose. Slowly start to roll yourself down and fold between the legs. Maybe you walk the toes forward a little bit, find a bit more space between the heels and your thighs. Or maybe you bring the heels a little bit closer to the thighs. Maybe you try both and see what fits best for you today. With the heels closer, you'll be working a bit more in the hips. And so it becomes a little bit harder to fold over the legs. And so you're working into the inner thighs, the groin. If you bring the feet further forward, you're able to, most of us will be able to fold a bit more deeply. And so it's more of a back bend. Ultimately, what you would like to do today is to take your time to pick what suits you. Maybe bring a block or a bolster between the feet and the forehead. And let this fold be quite gentle and soft. So no need to use your arm strength to pull the torso down closer to you. See if you can let the torso fall where it does. Let it be what it is. Once more, without trying to change anything, trying to attach a meaning to anything.
Watching everybody getting older. Watch them leave New York, find their closure. Stay and kiss your neck a little harder. Chasing down to London to feel your go.
One more breath where you are. When you're ready, take your time to lower yourself or lift yourself up and then lower yourself down. Resting your full weight, your full body onto the mat. Just for a moment here before we move into the next set of poses. Let the legs be long, the hands by the sides, and maybe on the body somewhat comfortable. Now, when you're ready, roll yourself onto your belly. Take your time. Gonna move into half frog. So roll onto your belly, but bring yourself to the edge of the left side of your mat. I know, Bubba. And then bring your forehead down onto the mat. Maybe the right cheek. And start to swing the left leg over towards the left side. So the left knee comes in line with the hip. And the heel reaches over towards the left side as well. Opening out into the left hip. You might use a pillow or a blanket underneath that right hip if you notice any pain. It's just a gentle stretch of the inner thigh, the quad, and the groin. And start to feel your breath breathing into different parts of the body. A few more moments exactly where you are. And slowly now start to lift yourself up and roll onto your right side until you roll onto your back into this twist. Keep the left knee bent. Both shoulders come onto the mat. Right leg long, left knee bends, but the knee doesn't quite touch the earth for most of us. It might. Maybe you bring a block underneath the leg for added support. Maybe you bring your right hand to the outside edge of the left thigh. The main thing to hold on to awareness-wise is the heaviness in the left shoulder. So the torso twists. Breathe into the outer left hip by T-band. So we move from half frog, which works the inner leg, into a supine twist, focusing on the outer thigh. One more breath where you are. Inhale. Exhale it out. Slowly roll yourself back onto your belly with both legs long. Take a moment before switching sides And then rock yourself over to the right side edge of your mat. Bend the right knee over towards the right side for half frog. Reaching that right heel further over towards the right side as well. So the shin is parallel to the torso, or as parallel as can be. Couple more moments right here, right now. And when you're ready, start to roll yourself over the left side and onto your back. Right shoulder down onto the mat. Keep the right knee bent. Left leg long. And adjust until you find a space that feels comfortable. Right knee stays bent. Twisting of the spine. Heaviness in the right shoulder. One more breath where you are. Breathing into the torso, the right side body. And let it go. Continue rolling yourself all the way onto your back. And let the legs be long, the hands by the sides. Corpse pose, Shavasana. Nothing more to do here than to let yourself rest, receive, and integrate the practice. Grab a blanket if you would like, a bolster under the legs, or any other props that you feel would serve your closing of practice today. And I'll leave you with this quote by Ram Dass. I'd rather have my heart break again and again, moment by moment, because then I am alive in the situation. I'm getting fed and I'm feeding. And the whole thing comes down to the fact that we are together. You can begin to wake yourself up gently, maybe by wiggling the fingers and the toes or taking a couple intentional breaths. Maybe you notice the sounds around you. As you come back into the space, and slowly, when you're ready, if you would like, you can make your way up to a comfortable seat where we'll close together. You might keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze down into the lap. You might keep the hands on the thighs or the hands to heart center, palms touching, fingers touching. Take a big breath in, fill up the lungs. And together we let it go. Bowing softly, thumbs to third eye. We bow in honor to this practice, to the teachers, the students, the wisdom seekers, and all of the people who've brought this forward to us over many, many years. Thank you for showing up each and every day, to them, to you, to us. Thank you.